I'm Sel Gaston, and this is Find Your Daily Calm. Treasure hidden in what we avoid. A Find Your Daily Calm reflection. Hello, my friend. Before we begin, take a slow breath. Not a perfect breath, not a dramatic breath, just a normal, honest one. Inhale gently and exhale slowly. Let your shoulders drop a little. Let your face soften. Let your body know that for the next few minutes, there is nothing to perform. You do not have to fix your whole life today. You do not have to become a better person before this episode ends. You just have to be here. And maybe quietly, honestly, gently, look at one thing you have been avoiding. Not with shame, not with pressure, just with curiosity. Because sometimes the thing we wish would disappear from our life is the very thing quietly asking us to grow. And most of us know this feeling. There is something we keep postponing, a message we have not replied to, a task we keep moving to tomorrow, a decision that keeps sitting at the back of our mind, a difficult conversation we pretend is not necessary, a feeling we keep distracting ourselves from, the truth we keep walking around like a puddle on the floor. We do not always call it avoidance. Sometimes we call it being busy. Sometimes we call it timing. Sometimes we call it, I'll do it when I'm ready. Sometimes we say, not now, I just don't have the energy. And sometimes that is true. There are seasons when rest is wisdom. There are moments when stepping back is protection. There are times when silence is not avoidance but discernment. So, this is not about forcing yourself into everything uncomfortable. This is not about becoming harsh with yourself. This is about noticing the difference between rest and hiding, between patience and postponing, between peace and numbness. Because avoidance can be very quiet. It does not always look like running away. Sometimes it looks like scrolling a little longer. Sometimes it looks like cleaning the entire house, except the one drawer you actually need to open. Sometimes it looks like answering 10 easy emails and ignoring the one that matters. Sometimes it looks like helping everyone else with their problems because sitting with your own feels too heavy. Sometimes it looks like saying, I'm okay, when something inside you has been asking for attention for a long time. And here's the thing. Avoidance works. At least at first. It gives us immediate relief. We avoid the conversation, and for a while, we feel calmer. We ignore the task, and for a while, we feel lighter. We distract ourselves from the feeling, and for a while, the pain becomes quieter. Avoidance gives short-term comfort, but often it charges long-term interest, like a small unpaid bill that keeps growing in the drawer. At first, it is just one thing. Then it becomes a weight. Then it becomes a pattern. Then it becomes part of how we see ourselves. I'm not good at this. I always delay. I can't handle confrontation. I'm not ready. I'm just like this. But maybe that is not the whole truth. Maybe you're not lazy. Maybe you are overwhelmed. Maybe you are not weak. Maybe you are protecting a part of yourself that once got hurt. Maybe you are not irresponsible. Maybe the task has become emotionally bigger than the task itself. Because often, what we avoid is not just the thing, it is what the thing makes us feel. We do not avoid the email. We avoid the possible rejection. We do not avoid the financial review. We avoid feeling behind. We do not avoid the apology. We avoid feeling exposed. We do not avoid the medical checkup. We avoid the fear of what we might discover. We do not avoid the dream. We avoid the possibility that if we try, we might fail. Or maybe even more quietly, we avoid the possibility that if we try, we might succeed, and then life will ask more from us. Avoidance is rarely simple. It is not just about time management. It's about safety. The mind asks, will I survive this discomfort? The body asks, have we felt this before? The heart asks, will this hurt? And so we step back, we delay, we busy ourselves. We become experts at working around the thing. But life has a gentle way of bringing us back to the same lesson. Not always as punishment, sometimes as invitation. Because the same kinds of problems tend to return until we learn how to meet them differently. The same conversation appears in different people. The same fear appears in different situations. The same decision waits under different names. And maybe the point is not that life is against us. Maybe life is saying, here, this is the place where your freedom is waiting. The treasure is often hidden in what we avoid. Now let us bring that down to earth. The treasure may not be dramatic. It may not be a big spiritual awakening. It may not be a movie scene with rain, music, and perfect lighting. Sometimes the treasure is very ordinary. You finally open the document you have been avoiding, and you realize it only needs 20 minutes. Treasure. You finally ask the question, and the answer is kinder than you expected. Treasure. You finally say, that hurt me, and your relationship becomes more honest. Treasure. You finally check your finances, and although the numbers are not perfect, at least now they are real. Treasure. You finally sit with sadness instead of outrunning it, and you realize it does not destroy you. Treasure. You finally admit, I need help, and someone says, I'm here. Treasure. Sometimes the treasure is not that the problem disappears. Sometimes the treasure is that you discover you can face it. That is a different kind of wealth. Quiet wealth. Inner wealth. The kind no one can see immediately, but everyone eventually feels in the way you carry yourself. Because every time you face something you used to avoid, you become a little less afraid of your own life. Not fearless, just less controlled by fear. You become more available to reality. And reality, even when uncomfortable, is where change begins. We cannot heal what we refuse to look at. We cannot improve what we refuse to measure. We cannot repair what we refuse to name. We cannot move forward while pretending not to know what we already know. And many of us already know. Deep down, we know the thing. We know the conversation, we know the habit, we know the decision, we know the drawer, we know the message, we know the dream, we know the small brave step. But knowing is not the same as facing. So let us make this gentle. Think of one thing you have been avoiding. Not the whole mountain, just one thing. Maybe it's practical, like a bill, a report, a schedule, a health appointment, a room that needs clearing, a task at work. Maybe it's relational, a conversation with your partner, a message to a friend, a boundary with a family member, an apology you owe, a truth you need to say. Or maybe it's emotional, grief you keep pushing aside, anger you keep dressing up as politeness, fear you keep calling being realistic, loneliness you keep covering with noise. Or maybe it's personal, a talent you have neglected, a calling you keep doubting, a dream you keep shrinking so it will not ask too much of you. Just notice. No need to announce it. No need to solve it. Just notice. And now ask yourself, what am I afraid I will feel if I face this? That question is often more helpful than, why am I like this? Because why am I like this can sound like an accusation. But what am I afraid I will feel sounds like compassion. Maybe you are afraid of embarrassment, maybe disappointment, maybe conflict, maybe guilt, or maybe uncertainty. Maybe the feeling of not being in control. Maybe the feeling of being seen. And if that is true, be kind to yourself. Avoidance is not proof that you are broken. It is proof that some part of you is trying to keep you safe. Thank that part. But do not let it drive the whole car. You can say, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but we are going to take one small step now." One small step. That is important. Because when we make the step too big, the nervous system panics. We say, "I need to fix my whole life." No wonder we avoid it. That is too heavy. Try this instead. Do not clean the whole room. Clean one surface. Do not write the whole proposal. Open the file and write 3 sentences. Do not solve the whole relationship. Send one honest message. Do not overhaul your health. Book the appointment. Do not master the skill. Just practice for 10 minutes. Do not confront your entire past. Sit quietly and let one feeling be felt. One small step is not small when it breaks a pattern. Sometimes opening the envelope is victory. Sometimes naming the issue is victory. Sometimes saying, "Can we talk?" is victory. Sometimes admitting, "I don't know where to begin," is the beginning. We underestimate small steps because they do not look impressive. But most real change is not impressive while it is happening. It looks like a person sitting at a table finally starting. It looks like someone breathing before replying. It looks like choosing not to escape into noise. It looks like doing the next right thing without applause. Growth is often very unglamorous. No fireworks, no theme song, just you, your fear, your breath, and one honest action. And that is sacred in its own simple way. Now, maybe you are thinking, but what if facing it hurts? It might. Let us not pretend otherwise. Some things are painful to face. Some truths really sting. Some conversations do not go perfectly. Some tasks reveal mistakes. Some decisions close doors. But the pain of facing is often cleaner than the pain of avoiding. Facing pain usually has movement in it. Avoidance pain has repetition. Facing pain says, "This is hard, but we are going somewhere." Avoidance pain says, "Here we are again." And maybe you have felt that. The quiet tiredness of carrying something unfinished. The mental tabs open all day. The background anxiety. The small heaviness that follows you even when you are doing other things. That is often the cost of avoidance. It leaks into peace. It borrows energy from joy. It takes up space that could have been used for creativity, connection, or rest. So when we face what we avoid, we are not just trying to be productive. We are reclaiming energy. We are clearing inner space. We are telling ourselves, "I can be trusted with my own life." That sentence matters. I can be trusted with my own life. Not because I handle everything perfectly, not because I never feel afraid, not because I always know what to do, but because I am willing to meet reality one step at a time. And that willingness changes a person slowly, quietly, deeply. The avoided thing becomes less like a monster in the dark and more like a teacher at the door. Still uncomfortable, still serious, but no longer all-powerful. Here is another gentle question. What might this be trying to teach me? Not everything happens for a reason in a neat, simple way. We have to be careful with that phrase. Some things are unfair, some things are painful, some things are not lessons we would have chosen. But even in difficult things, we can often ask, what can I learn here? Maybe it teaches you boundaries, teaches you humility, teaches you courage, teaches you to ask for support. Maybe it teaches you to stop abandoning yourself just to keep everyone else comfortable. Maybe it teaches you that your peace cannot depend on pretending. Maybe it teaches you that you are stronger than the story you have been repeating. The treasure is not always inside the situation itself. There are times the treasure is inside the person you become by facing it. More honest, more steady, more compassionate, more awake, less easily shaken, more real. And what is a calm life really? It is not a life without problems. It is a life where we learn not to run from ourselves. It is a life where we can say, this is uncomfortable, but I can breathe. This is uncertain, but I can take one step. This is painful, but I do not have to abandon myself. This is difficult, but I am not alone. So today, my friend, do not ask yourself to become fearless. Just ask yourself to become a little more willing. Willing to look, to name, to begin, to repair, to try, to be honest, willing to be a beginner again. The next level of your life may not arrive as a big opportunity. Sometimes it arrives disguised as the thing you keep avoiding. The unread message, the difficult task, the unfinished plan, the quiet grief, the overdue decision, the dream that still taps you on the shoulder. And when you finally turn toward it, you may find that it was never only an obstacle. It was a doorway, a teacher, a mirror, a treasure chest with a very inconvenient lock. And the key is not perfection. The key is presence. Presence. The key is one small, honest step. So before we close, take another breath. Inhale gently. And exhale slowly. Now, quietly complete this sentence. One thing I have been avoiding is no judgment, just honesty. And now this one. One small step I can take today is make it small enough that your body does not panic. Make it real enough that your life can feel it. Maybe today you send the message, you open the file, maybe you schedule the appointment, maybe you say the prayer, maybe you sit in silence. Maybe you ask for help. Maybe you simply admit the truth to yourself. That counts. That is not nothing. That is where change begins. My friend, whatever you have been avoiding, may you meet it with gentleness. May you discover that you are not as powerless as fear has told you. May you find the lesson without losing your tenderness. May you take one small step without demanding the whole path. And may the thing you once avoided become, in time, part of the wisdom you carry. Not as a wound, not as a burden, but as treasure. Hidden, perhaps, but waiting, and already calling you forward. Breathe again. You are here. You are growing. One honest step at a time.